It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all for this meeting being held through video conferencing in accordance with the circulars issued by Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI, and the deemed place of the meeting shall be the company's registered office at Lalru, Punjab. I am pleased to inform that this year we are celebrating a landmark of 30 plus years of innovation and care as a public listed company. Over the past 3 decades, we have brought happiness to 1 billion plus families, advancing healthcare and making a difference in countless lives. This journey had been possible because of the dedication, passion, and commitment of every Panacea, be it management, be it employees, be it shareholders, everybody's contribution is there. Mr. Sandeep Jain, Joint Managing Director, Dr. Sanjay Trayan, Director Technical and Compliance, Mr. Mukul Gupta and Mr. Venkatesh Sarvasiddhi, Independent Directors of the company, are present in person here at Lalru. Mrs. Ambika Sharma could not join the meeting. C. Rajesh Jain, Mr. Krishna Kumar Jalan and Dr. Rajendra Pal Singh, Independent Directors, are attending this meeting through video conferencing. I'm pleased to inform I'm pleased to inform that Mr. R.L. Narasimha, our former independent directors who have provided their continued support and guidance throughout their association with the company, have also joined the meeting in person on the occasion of celebration of 30 years of innovation and care at Panacea Biotec. Welcome everyone. I present my warm greetings and welcome our directors, shareholders, colleagues, and other distinguished guests who have spared their valued time for making it convenient to attend this meeting. Dr. Rajesh Jain, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Ankesh Jain and Mr. Harshit Jain, Whole-Time Directors, and Mrs. Ambika Sharma, Independent Director of the company, have not been able to attend the meeting due to their other preoccupations, and accordingly the directors have elected Mr. Mukul Gupta as the chairman of the meeting. Mr. Gupta is an independent director and chairman of the audit committee, apart from being member of other few committees, including stakeholders relationship committee. As I can see the list of participants, I would like to confirm that the requisite quorum for the meeting, that is more than 30 members, is present during the meeting. Mr. Devbrat Devnath, partner, Messrs. R&D company secretaries, practicing company secretaries, and secretarial auditors of the company, has been appointed as a scrutinizer for conducting e-voting in a fair and transparent manner. He is present in the meeting through video conferencing and shall provide his report of voting within the stipulated period. I also acknowledge the presence of Mr. Kapil Kedar, partner of Messrs. Suresh Surana Associates LLP, Chartered Accountants and statutory auditors of our company, in the meeting through video conferencing. As required under the law, the company has provided remote e-voting facility to the members as on the cutoff date, that was Tuesday, September 23, 2025, to cast their votes electronically prior to the AGM on all the resolutions set forth in the notice convening the meeting. Since the company has already provided the facility of remote e-voting, the shareholders who have voted through remote e-voting mechanism shall not be able to vote in the meeting, and their earlier vote shall be treated as final. The voting on the resolutions at the AGM shall be through e-voting process only. The members who are present at this AGM and were holding shares as on the cutoff date, that is September 23, 2025, but have not cast their votes through remote e-voting, may cast their vote through e-voting at the AGM by following the same procedure as was applicable for remote e-voting. The e-voting at the AGM has started from 11:30 a.m. and will remain open for 30 minutes after the conclusion of AGM. The number of votes of members shall be counted in proportion to their share in the total paid-up share capital of the company as on the cutoff date. Now, I request Mr. Mukul Gupta to kindly chair the meeting and start the proceedings of the meeting by saying few words on behalf of the management. Thank you. Mr. Mukul Gupta, please.
Thank you, Vinod ji. My dear colleagues on the board, dear shareholders, ladies and gentlemen. As the chairman of the 41st annual general meeting of Panacea Biotec Limited, it gives me immense pleasure to extend a hearty welcome to all of you. The annual report along with the notice calling this AGM has already been circulated electronically to those members whose email addresses are registered with the company or with RTA or depositories. And with your permission, I take them as read. I'm sure that the same has received your due attention. The statutory registers and other inspection documents are available for inspection electronically by the members during the AGM. The statutory auditor's report does not contain any qualification, reservation, or adverse remark on financial statements for the year which ended on 31st March 2025. The management's response of the observation or comment or key audit matter contained in the auditor's report and annexure thereto has been suitably provided in the respective notes to the financial statements referred to therein. The sectorial audit report also does not contain any qualification, reservation, or adverse remarks. However, it contains two observations which have suitably been responded to in the director's report. This year has been a defining chapter in our journey as we advanced our mission of blending cutting-edge science with compassion for people and responsibility towards our planet. Panacea Biotech believes in nourishing lives and protecting futures through the dual power of vaccination and nutrition. I'm extremely excited about the steps taken by your company to achieve its mission to nourish lives through groundbreaking innovations. As a leader in research and development, specializing in innovative vaccines and high-end pharmaceutical generics, we are deeply committed to addressing the world's most pressing health challenges. The global vaccine market continues to be supported by governments, multilateral agencies, large-scale donors, and investors across the globe. The year 2024 marked the 50th anniversary of the expanded program on immunization. Over 150 million lives have been saved over these past 50 years, and 40% of the reduction in infant deaths globally has been due to vaccination. Panacea Biotech has played a pivotal role in the eradication of polio from India and other developing countries and changed the landscape of global immunization by introducing the world's first WPIPV-based hexavalent vaccine. Your company has undertaken a capacity expansion project to align manufacturing capacities of the vaccine's drug substance and drug product with an investment of 27 million USD with a view to meet demand for supply of WP-based fully liquid hexavalent vaccine EZ6 to UN agencies and other public health organizations. Now, I would like to inform you of some significant recent developments. Your company continued your leadership in pediatric immunization with flagship brands like EZ6, EZ4 Pol, EZ5 TT, and bi-oral polio vaccine. EZ6 maintained its leading market share in India. Globally, it was adopted by PAHO and Gavi. Your company launched the world's first fully liquid WPIPV-based pentavalent vaccine, EZ4 Pol. The vaccine protects children against 5 deadly diseases, namely diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, polio, and Haemophilus influenza type B. Your company's R&D pipeline advanced significantly with phase 3 clinical trials of dengue, India's first tetravalent dengue vaccine, and phase 2 and 3 clinical trials of Nucovac 11, a made in India and made for India pneumococcal conjugate vaccine. These trials are ongoing in India. Your company also progressed in global health initiatives with vaccine candidates for Mpox or Vaxipox and broadly protective beta coronavirus. Your company's wholly owned subsidiary, Panacea Biotec Pharma Limited, launched Nicomom diapers or wipes and scaled children brands to over 10,000 retail outlets in India, further building on our pediatric care legacy. PBPL also strengthened its European footprint with product launches and filings and expanded into 54 rest of the world markets in a phased manner. Your company has been awarded by Incredible Workplaces as an Incredible Workplace in Gold category for 2025. Lalru and Baddi plants have been awarded a 3-star rating in safety by Vision Zero Rating System India. Your company's vaccine manufacturing facilities were inspected by WHO for the pentavalent vaccine, EZ5TT, and oral polio vaccine. The inspection was successfully completed without any critical observation. Your company made significant progress towards the development of India's first dengue vaccine, Dengue-All, a single low-dose live attenuated tetravalent vaccine against dengue fever in adults. In collaboration with ICMR, the company successfully initiated phase 3 clinical trials for Dengue-All on August 14, 2024. The vaccine trial is progressing well. It is being conducted in 20 sites with approximately 10,335 participants to be enrolled across India, out of which approximately 7,500 participants have already been enrolled and vaccinated. The vaccine is expected to be launched in the financial year 2026-27. Phase 3 clinical trial for tetanus and diphtheria-reduced vaccine, TETSHOT, has been completed. The process for getting license for India will be completed in due course. The vaccine's launch is planned for the current financial year. The US FDA's warning letter for PBPL's pharmaceutical formulation and oncology facility at Baddi, Himachal Pradesh, continues to be a matter of concern. Your company takes quality and compliance matters seriously and stands by our commitment to fully comply with CGMP quality standards. We are taking all necessary steps to address their concerns. We are working closely with US FDA to satisfactorily address their observations and ensure closure for the warning letter. Panacea Biotec is diligently committed to patient safety and quality. I would now like to briefly touch upon the financial highlights. Despite global uncertainty, your company demonstrated resilience and continued a sustained growth. Consolidated revenues stood at 559 crore, with vaccines contributing approximately 55% and the balance from pharmaceuticals, nutrition, and allied businesses. Our pharmaceutical and nutritional business grew by approximately 25% on year-on-year basis, driven by stronger international expansion, robust domestic performance, and contract manufacturing. Total consolidated revenues from pharmaceuticals and nutrition business were rupees 250 crore, registering a growth of approximately 25%. The revenues from exports of pharmaceutical products were rupees 183 crore, registering a growth of approximately 11%. The domestic revenues from pharmaceutical formulations and nutritional business increased to 65 crore, registering a growth of approximately 92%. For the quarter ended 30th June 2025, your company registered total revenue from operations of 112 crore, registering a growth of approximately 97%. Similarly, the consolidated revenue from operations was rupees 167 crore, registering a growth of approximately 44%. Your company registered a loss after tax of rupees 7 crore. The consolidated profit after tax was rupees 4 crore. The revenues are expected to increase in the subsequent quarters. On 24th September 2025, PBPL has also launched India's first 100% toxin-free and safe baby skin care products, namely massage oil, head-to-toe wash, daily lotion, and diaper rash free, under its existing brand name Nicoma, and infant milk substitute products in two variants, that is stage 1 for 0 to 6 months old babies and stage 2, 3 and 4 for 6 to 24 months old babies under the brand name Start Prime. Your company has strong fundamentals and is building upon these while taking several strategic steps to achieve long-term sustainable future growth. We are sure these efforts will provide significant impetus to the future growth of your company and its subsidiaries. The future is full of unlimited possibilities for us. Panacea Biotech remains committed to nourishing lives by pushing the boundaries of scientific innovation. Our work is far from over. We will continue to invest in the research and development needed to tackle the health challenges of tomorrow. Together with our partners and stakeholders, we are building a healthier world, one innovation at a time. Let's all gear up and continue to innovate, inspire, and lead the way in shaping a healthier world. Thank you very much. Now I would like to take the agenda items one by one. Amongst the category of ordinary business, the first agenda item is adoption of standalone and consolidated audited financial statements for financial year ended 31st March 2025, together with the reports of directors and auditors thereon as an ordinary resolution, set out as resolution number 1 of the notice of AGM. Second ordinary business agenda item is reappointment of retiring director Dr. Rajesh Jain as an ordinary resolution, set out as resolution number 2 of the notice of AGM. Third, reappointment of retiring director Mr. Sandeep Jain as an ordinary resolution, set out as resolution number 3 of notice of AGM. Now I would like to take the special business item number 4 of the agenda, approval for appointment of Messrs. R&D company secretaries as secretarial auditors of the company for 5 consecutive years as an ordinary resolution, set out as resolution number 4 of the notice of AGM. The fifth item of agenda is ratification of remuneration of Messrs. Jain, Sharma and Associates, cost accountants for financial year 2025-26 as an ordinary resolution, set out as resolution number 5 of the notice of AGM.
So, yes, there are two speakers who have registered themselves as a speaker. So I will request Skyline team to unmute Mr. Hardik Indrajal Jain, who has participated in the meeting as a shareholder and has been registered as a speaker.
Mr. Hardik, you may now speak.
So for the opportunity, I have a couple of questions. I will go through them one by one. So my first question is on the dengue all vaccine. When are we planning to launch it? And like as you mentioned, I think in FY27 we are planning to launch it. So like how confident are we on the product to get all the approvals on time? And please share the potential of this vaccine in terms of the demand of number of vaccines per annum we can sell, the cost of this vaccine, how this would be better from the other dengue vaccines available in the market, uh, the annual revenue potential from this, and how much profit can we do this from. My next question is on Nucovac 11 vaccine. Uh, if I have heard it right in your speech, you mentioned that we are planning to launch it in this year. Please correct me if I'm wrong. How confident on the product to get all the approvals on time? And again, the potential of this vaccine in terms of the number of vaccines we would be selling per annum, the cost of this vaccine, annual revenue potential, and how much profit can we do from this. So my next question is on the EZ6 vaccine, the hexavalent vaccine. Similarly, if you can share the cost and the number of doses which we would be required in FY26 and FY27, and how much profit can we do through this, if you can share some ballpark numbers. And congratulations on the good on the new launches, right? And we have recently launched the Nico mom diapers and wet wipes. So like what revenue do we expect from this, and the EBITDA margins from this product range? And would we be manufacturing the diapers and wet wipes in our facility, or we would be doing trading of it? So want to understand the USA impact on our company in terms of, first is in the news it was mentioned that USA has stopped funding of UNESCO. That is, USA will not fund WHO, UN, etc. So would we be impacted from it because our main clients are such organizations? Second, how much of our revenues come from USA in FY25? And what would be the import tariff impact on us? And recently in the news is what we have seen is the China has opened the opportunity for us. So would there be any China exports opportunity to us? So just few more questions. As per our old annual reports, it was mentioned that we have around 100 acres of land in Gurgaon. So what is the approximate market value of that land? In which area of Gurgaon do we have it? How do we plan to monetize it? How much revenue and profit can we have? And do we plan to sell that land or do JDA with some builders and develop it? And so last question on the future outlook. How much growth do you see in FY26 and FY27? How much EBITDA PAT margins can we do in FY26 and FY27? How much revenue is remaining to come from PLI scheme, and at what phases will it come? Our revenues in FY25 declined due to absence of sales of bivalent oral polio vaccine and decline in sales of pentavalent vaccine to UN. So how is the scenario currently? Do we see any demand slowness for the current year? And so if you allow me, I have few more questions because this is the only time that we get to interact.
I think it would be better if Devendra ji answers them, because too many questions will then clutter. So
Sure.
much. Hardik ji, will you? I think you will appreciate.
Sure, sir. Sure, I really appreciate this. Thank you.
Devendra ji, please make a suitable answers to the queries made by the Hardik ji.
Am I audible? Hello.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you hear me?
audible, sir. Yes, sir.
Vinodji, can you hear me, please?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, Hardik, thanks for joining this meeting and raising certain relevant questions while I was trying to note down all of the points, but I guess I'll try and take up as much as possible. Starting with your first question on the dengue all vaccine, we have started the trial of this vaccine in August 2024. It has to be conducted on more than 10,000 subjects across India, and the trial is progressing well. I guess we have already covered more than 8,000 subjects so far, and the target is to complete all 10,000 by end of this calendar year. As long as the confidence of the company is concerned, we are pretty confident about this particular product, which has shown good results in the initial development stage also and in the phase 1 trial also. And also from the fact that the trial is supported by ICMR India, which is Government of India body. So all of us have very strong hope from this vaccine. Regarding the information about approvals coming on time, so this being the first vaccine of its own type coming in the country for the first time, we need to first complete the clinical trial from all aspects, submit the relevant data to the regulatory authorities, and basis that there are subject expert committees in the CDSCO. They will evaluate the data and then they will decide whether further additional data is required or the submitted data is sufficient. So from our point of view, we are confident that we will get the approval for this vaccine in due course of time. It's difficult to give you a timeline right now because these are timelines depending upon the regulatory authorities. But what we are expecting is by end of FY 27, we should have this approval going by the current timelines. On the potential part, since this will be the first dengue vaccine, there is a huge potential in the market. We are also trying to ascertain how big this can be, and as of now, we have not given any particular guidance to anyone. So please bear with us for some more time till we come out with the numbers. And I think we will share this close to when we are nearing the approval. On the pneumococcal, one more point was how it is compared to other dengue vaccines. So for your information, as of today, there is no other dengue vaccine in India. There is one dengue vaccine from Sanofi in place, and there is another vaccine from Takeda in place in several other countries. But our vaccine is different from both these vaccines. So we just need to wait for the final approvals to work in place, and then we'll be happy to share more information with you. On the pneumococcal vaccine, Nucovac 11, this is a vaccine for children. It's already in the immunization schedule of Government of India, and there is a demand of almost 100 million doses every year from the government side. We are conducting the phase 3 clinical trial for this particular vaccine, and we are expecting by end of this financial year, that's FY 26, the trial should be completed. Rest depends on the next tender cycle. We are keen to participate in the government tenders. So from potential point of view, because these are data in public information, Government of India's purchasing price is around 225 odd rupees per dose. So you can calculate 700 million dose will be something around 2,000 crore rupees market for this particular vaccine. But how much will we get is again subject, and Government of India tenders are driven by the L1 quote. 60% share goes to the L1 quote, and then the remaining balance is divided among the other bidders. So since we have not given any particular guidance, we'll resist from giving particular guidance relating to top line, bottom line, etc. On the hexavalent vaccine also, the vaccine is already in market in the private sector. We are expanding our capacities for meeting the UN vaccine demands, which is ranging up to almost 100 million doses plus by 2030. The expansion project is almost complete at Lalru site. We are taking trial batches now, and will submit the approval for WHO in due course of time. Once it is approved by WHO, then we'll start participating in the UN tenders also. On your next question relating to the, I think it was Nicomom range of products. So as far as diapers are concerned, we are currently sourcing it from a third party, and as of now, we don't have any plans to manufacture it in-house. But the key products like children, Start Prime, which are very critical products from children point of view, we are doing in-house manufacturing. These are FMCG products, so margins are also in line with other FMCG players. Then your next question was about US impact on our business, both institutional business as well as the pharmaceutical business. As far as the funding stoppage by US government to UN agencies, WHO is concerned, everybody is cautious and worried about this stoppage of funding. And we also attended a Gavi meeting in Brussels. However, there was large funding committed by other institutional donors like Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation was there, European Commission was there. So, and since these are critical vaccines, so what they have done is they have prioritized the available funding to the ongoing vaccination programs. And if they are going to rationalize in certain areas, those will be areas which are yet to start. So we per se do not see any major impact of the US funding stoppage as far as the ongoing vaccination programs are concerned. Regarding impact of US tariff on the pharmaceutical business, till few days back there was no tariff. However, the recent announcement by US government on imposing 100% tariff on pharma, what they have done is they have put this tariff on the branded and patented products only. We are currently not having any branded or patented product in US market. All our products are generic products which are out of tariff. But we continue to watch the US developments very closely. As on date FY25, our US revenues were, I think, around 10% of the total pharma business, not more than 10%. So it's not something very significant, but still we continue to watch the developments as we progress. On the FY26-27 guidance, as a company policy, we have not given any revenue guidance in the past, and we continue to maintain that policy currently also. On PLI front, this is a scheme announced by Government of India somewhere in 21-22. We have been one of the beneficiary of this scheme. Overall, we fall in the category C, where we have been, we are entitled for 50 crore rupees overall incentive spreading over 5-year period, subject to we make investment of 50 crore rupees as per the PLI guidelines, and our revenues from the approved products grow by minimum 7% year on year. So we have been able to get the PLI incentive for FY23-24 and 22-23. 24-25 we are still working on. But this is something, if you don't get incentive in 1 year, then it gets transferred to the next financial year. Overall, next 5 years, we are sure we will get back this. Out of 50 crore rupees, I think we have already got close to 20 crore rupees. The FY25 numbers were marred by absence of the BOPP sales and lower sales of EZ5. We continue to see the impact of EZ5 and BOPP sales, but we are pretty sure. We have recently got award from UNICEF for the polio vaccine. We have recently participated in Government of India tenders also and UNICEF tenders also, the results of which are still awaited. So once these are in place, we will be able to give you more information as we have been doing by making proper announcement through stock exchange. I could note down all these points only. If anything is left, please let me know.
So, Hardik, you also have one question about Gurgaon land. So, right now there is no such land in Panacea Biotech. as you might have noticed earlier, this that real estate business has already been demerged into separate company, which is not part of Panacea Biotec Group. And there is one more question which Mr. Tejas Parekh has. I think he has two questions. One was relating dengue all, which already been replied by Devinder ji. Then another point is will we raise some funds going ahead? In fact, we are in the process of raising funds from DFC of US of 20 million, which has been already approved by them last year, but because of Trump administration change, there has been some delays. But now all the documentations part is almost finalization in the finalization state, and we are very well on raising of funds of $20 million. And now I will request the Skyline team to check if there is any other speaker who's in the meeting. I believe Mr. Ankur Chanda is present. If you can unmute him.
Mr. Ankur, you may now speak.
Yes, welcome Ankurji. Please go ahead. Are you there? Are you listening us?
Mr. Ankur Chanda is not present.
Okay. So what I'm seeing, there is one more question from Mr. Viraj about the polio bivalent tender for FY 26 and 27, which was closed in August 2025. So Devinder, if you can give something though.
I just explained the government of India has already issued the tender and the Indian companies have already participated. However, government is yet to give the allocation on this tender. We believe by in couple of weeks from now, we should be in a position to get the allocation from government side. How much will that be? It depends.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you. So Mukulji, if you can.
So the next step would be the voting by members. I request eligible members present and those who wish to vote but have not yet cast their votes through remote e-voting to cast their votes through e-voting. The results of voting, the voting results along with consolidated scrutinizers' report shall be declared after receipt of the consolidated scrutinizers' report, but not later than October 3rd, 2025. The same will be uploaded on the website of the company and NSDL and shall also be communicated to BSE and NSE. Now we are coming to the last part of the AGM, that is acknowledgements. Dear shareholders, the management acknowledges that the journey which has been covered so far would not have been possible without the relentless efforts, commitment, and energy of our employees, as well as the dedicated and sincere support of all the stakeholders. With these words, I, on behalf of the board and management, express my sincere thanks to all our stakeholders, bankers, employees, partners, and associates for their unbroken support, participation, and guidance, which we continue to count on as we forge ahead towards our destination. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Now I request Mr. Goyal, the company secretary, to propose a formal vote of thanks. Goyal, please.
Thank you, Mukulji, for inviting me to address to the members of the company. It is my pleasure to address the esteemed members on behalf of the Board of Directors of the company. I place my heartiest gratitude to the members for their continued cooperation, patronage, trust, and support extended by them, and for making it convenient to attend this meeting by sparing their valuable time. And a special thanks to Narasimhanji and Manjulaji and other directors who have spared their time for attending this meeting. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
On behalf of board, I would like to assure you that the company is continuously making all efforts to improve the business and maintain sustainable growth. We are confident that with the continued support, participation, and guidance of all stakeholders, bankers, employees, vendors, partners, and associates, the company will be able to achieve higher growth and better results in the times to come. With the permission of the chairman, this meeting is now concluded. I again remind the members who are present at this AGM but have not cast their vote through remote e-voting may cast their vote through e-voting. The e-voting will remain open for 30 minutes from now onwards. That means almost 12:40. Thank you all.
Thank you very
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Up for these.